Hello YouTubers, Hammy Technoid here, and today we are in the Green Screen Man Cave, and what we are going to look at, the Aphex Exciter. You see this guy right here. I have the Aphex Exciter in my rack back here, and this is a very nice little signal processor. I got it especially for this rack because I wanted to hear what it could do. For one, I had never had one before. So I seen it in magazines, and recording engineers were praising its accolades and giving it high thumbs ups and stuff. So I just wanted to get one on my own and check it out. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to start out with all the amounts turned all the way down. Okay, turn the amounts all the way down. And if you're wondering what that noise is, that hissing sound in the background, that's the fan from my European Behringer. It's on all the time, and I'm afraid it's on all the time. So anyway, yeah, back to the Aphex. This is a unit that's made in the US, and that's another reason I like it very much. It's a US made piece of equipment, comes out of California, I do believe, and I'm going to show some pictures of the front and the back, showing its connections and such. But right now I've got it in the rack, so I can't really take it out and show you those things, but I can show you a picture. But what it does, it adds bass and it adds treble enhancement, and it's got two channels. Okay, you see it's got channel 1 and channel 2, and they are completely separate from each other. You can run them independently. And that's nice. It's nice you can do that if you're an engineer. You might want to have a singer on this side, and then a guitar or bass on this side, and you can adjust them independently, and they don't bleed into each other. And yeah, you've got your on-off effect buttons right here. They're illuminated, so when they are on, you can see from across the room whether they're on or not because the lights are on. But to get into the meat of the deal, I'm only going to show one side because they're duplicated on both sides. But what you've got is you've got a drive control, you've got a frequency control, and you've got an amount control. And this is for the big bottom section, okay? And the drive is what you choose to select the amount of, the strength of the signal. They have a little gray area there that they recommend, but I'm going to turn it this way, up all the way. And the frequency I've got turned to 50 because I want to have the deep bass enhanced, but you can go all the way up to 200 if you'd like, and they have a recommended area in there, the gray area. They recommend that, but you can shun their recommendations and do it yourself. And this is the amount section, and I'm going to crank it up all the way when you hear the difference from 0 to full amount. And then for the Aural Exciter, this enhances treble, okay? And then this knob here is the frequency, and you can choose it between 600 all the way up to 5K. And I've got this guy centered out, so I'm just going to leave it centered out. And then the harmonics, you can select the amount of harmonics, which is the frequency boost. Okay, and I've got that set to about 230. I'm going to leave it there. And then the same thing goes for this side over here. I'm going to duplicate the settings over here. Okay, so they'll be the same on both sides because I want them the same on both sides. I'm not going to separate them up or split them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song. I'm going to start it out without any enhancement, and then I'm going to turn on the enhancement through adjustments of the amounts, like this amount here and this amount here. And I'll try to do it with both hands at the same time so they add up at the same time. So here we go. We're going to listen to some Captain Beefheart. Yeah, Captain Beefheart, baby. Here we go.
was a trip on a dark hood, and they were driving round and round. Donald Willie told Weeping Willie, I'm gonna Booglarize you, baby. I'm gonna Booglarize you, lady. If I can find a place to park my machine out of town. Millie told Willie, come on over to my house, and I'll slow your machine right down. Cause listen, Viles, give me the Willies, driving round and around, driving round and around. If you keep beating round the bush, you lose your push. If you keep beating round the bush, you lose your push. The moon was a trip on a dark hood. The moon was a trip on a dark hood. And they were driving round and round. Tush, tush, boy got a boogie. Tush, tush, boy got a boogie around.
Well, that's it. That was the demo of the Aphex RL Excited with the big bottom. You could definitely tell a difference there, for sure. And I turned it up, left it on high, and I turned it back down as the song faded out, or I faded it out. But yeah, that's my demo for this week. The Aphex RL Excited, it's a nice piece of gear. It doesn't add that much distortion, and I'm going to show some specs from the sheet from the Aphex website, and the specs are really good. The distortion is really good, low, it's good and low, and the signal to noise ratio is really incredibly good. This is a good piece of gear. I'm glad I got it from my man cave. So anyway, this is Hammy Technoid saying so long for now. See you later.